Hello everyone, welcome to Game 19 here at Cheese League Baseball as the Rampage take on the Grazers at Big Sky Ballpark. On the Rampage have Jet Check on the hill, Grazers have Bowen Dixon.
The catcher, number 13.
And here's our first look this season at Dixon. As Kason Prouse steps in, the catcher and leadoff man for the Rampage. It's a grounder to yellow at first. We'll throw to Dixon. Crowd number 1.
The left fielder.
Kellen Webb steps in.
That's inside. Ball high. That's down. Ball four.
And he walks. Dixon walks Webb,
Now
the
batting,
first base runner of the game.
shortstop,
Lucian Sparks steps in.
number 18.
Shortstop for the Rampage. And rips one to Austin, to Hatter, to yellow for the double play to end the inning. There's a nice look at Big Sky Ballpark. The big wall out there
The shortstop,
in left field.
number 14.
Tony Austin steps in.
Inside. That's outside.
Check is a
Slow.
kind of middle of the road velocity guy. Below average junk, middle of the road, and that is tanked out into deep center field and gone into the garden. Austin leads off the game for the Grazers with a 429-foot homer to dead center field. And the home crowd here at Big Sky Ballpark loves it.
Number
Justice Berg steps in, rips that one to Gilmore for out number 1. Esperanza steps in, the center fielder for the Grazers. Strike 1.
Nope.
Junk and accuracy kind of below average, I suppose, here for Check. As that one, Sparks snags it, throws across the diamond, but not in time.
now batting, the first baseman, number
Yellow steps in with a runner on, 1 out. Runner goes, and safe. Gets in just before the tag.
Nope. That's low.
4-seamer, 2-seamer, change, curveball and slider. The runner goes to third, and is safe there again.
That's outside.
I would say both those bases were stolen on the pitcher, not really paying attention to the runner. As Yellow walks, and now Hatter comes in
second baseman,
with runners in the corners and 1 out.
43. Number 43.
Ball low.
Hatter has yet to have a hit this season.
Nope. Outside.
Rampage fans sporting their Rampage grays. Of course, Grazers fans in their
Foul ball.
yellow finest in the stands. Really matching the seats here at Big Sky Ballpark. That's a high fly ball into left field. Webb catches it. The runner tags and goes home. There's not going to be a play at the plate. The Grazers take a quick 2-0 lead. Chirp Earp steps in. 2 outs and 1 runner on rather.
Nope. Inside.
Takes the ball inside. That one's off the glove of Chang there at first base. The runner goes to third. Good heads-up base running. So runners on the corners now as Class Sparks comes in. And that one's ripped into center field off the big wall. Parsons plays it off the wall. Runners at the corners now. Another run scores. 2 outs for Aria Torres. And this seems to be the Grazers' MO this season. Lots of production with 2 outs.
Ball high.
That one's hit very well. But Parsons snags it for out number 3. So the Grazers put up 3 runs here at the bottom of the first.
Now batting, the
Rampage come up
designated hitter, number 15.
4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Rampage as Miles Pruitt stepped up. Power hitting DH. That's popped up. Sparks snags it
The first baseman.
for the first out.
29.
Chang steps in, first baseman for the Rampage.
Ball high.
Batting 500 so far this season.
That's down. Outside.
And quickly 3-0. And that is my dog barking in the background. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Popped up. That's a high fly ball to center field.
You're out.
Esperanza snags it for out number 2.
The right fielder.
If you're keeping
Number
track,
7.
as Cooper count number 1. Dallas McFreddy, right fielder now for the Rampage. And that's another one
You're out.
part to Esperanza. My apologies. For out number 3. 9-1-2 up now for the Grazers.
The designated hitter. Number
Harley Stevenson
5.
steps in.
Steve.
Jet check looking pretty, and that's a fair ball down the line. Karam's off the jut out of the wall there. That actually saves that extra base hit, I imagine.
The shortstop.
Tony Austin comes in, had that big leadoff homer for the Grazers, 429 feet, dead center field. They throw him first, safe. Good speed on the base paths for the Grazers. Runner goes, and safe. So fly out to third, unable to double him up.
Number 57.
Berg comes in 0 for 1 today.
Nope, that's high.
Chet, as I was saying, looking tense. Velocity, junk, and accuracy all trending down. That again to
Safe.
third baseman.
Batting. The
So
center
Esperanza steps in.
Number 4.
That's popped up
Foul ball.
and foul. Chang ran a long way for that.
That's off
The 1-1. 1-2 now.
the ball. Ball high.
The 2-2.
Strike.
Strike 3. So goose egg there for the Grazers. Go to the top of the third. 7, 8, 9 hitters up
The center fielder. Number
for the
3.
Rampage. Cash Parsons, the center fielder.
Ball inside.
1-1. 1-2. Tough out is activated from Parsons. Austin to yellow for out number 1.
Now batting the third baseman. Number 49.
Wayne Payne, this will be his first at-bat of the season.
Ball high.
Takes a ball high. The home crowd wanted that one. That's lined right at the Grazers dugout. 1-2 now to Payne.
That's foul.
Ripped. Foul.
Nope, that's high.
2-2 now.
Foul ball.
And the 2-2.
Strike.
Strike 3. Dixon pretty pleased there.
The second baseman.
Micah Gilmore, the
Number
second
14.
baseman. Fan favorite for the Rampage.
Nope, outside. That's inside.
2-1 to Gilmore.
Strike.
Strike 2. Good breaking ball there from Dixon.
Foul.
It's fouled. And strike 3. Caught him looking. Gilmore hangs his head in shame. Go to the bottom of the third now. 4, 5, and 6 up
Number 24.
for the Grazers. So Amos Yellow steps in. First baseman. Power hitting first baseman. Locked in.
Ball high.
Batting 600 with 5 ribbies already this season. And that's fouled into the stands. K-Man activated for check. This actually might be the first time it's been activated. Ball 3. 3-2 now. High pop-up. Can of corn there for McFreddy. Round number 1. Hatter comes in. Second baseman. No hits yet this season. Takes strike 1. Very high. 1-1.
Off the plate. Off the plate.
Accuracy going down now for check. K-Man is activated. That's ripped into center field, but right at Parsons for out number 2. I have to say, the detail in this game as Chirper steps up to the plate. The detail in this game, even the jerseys look like real jerseys in the close-ups. So the detail in Super Mega Baseball 3 here is pretty fantastic. 2-2 now to Chirper. Grounded to Gilmore for the 3rd out of the inning. Top of the 4th now, and top of the order for the Rampage. Kind of has that mesh look the jerseys do, the close-ups. So that's pretty neat.
Ball outside.
Contact versus lefty is
Ball high.
activated as that one's hit fairly well into the gap, but Torres is there to snag it for the 1st out. Kellen Webb steps in now, left fielder for the Rampage. Grounds to yellow for the out number 2. Lucian Sparks. Power hitting shortstop here for the Rampage, but he pops up. Should be no issue. And Sparks puts it away for out number 3. 1, 2, 3 go the Rampage as we go to the bottom of the 4th. Bottom part of the lineup now. Now up for the Grazers. Ooh, inside strike called there on Sparks. K-Man again activated for check. That's a grounder to the right.
Nope, that's high.
2-2 now to Sparks. That's ripped, but right at McFreddy. Round number 1. Aria Torres up. 0 for 1 today. That is ripped. That's going to be off the big wall. Webb plays it perfectly off the wall. And Torres is on a 1-out single. Harley Stevenson comes in. 1 for 1 today. The DH for the Grazers. Good speed on base. As that has popped up to shallow right, but McFreddy is there. And that's out number 2. Top of the order now, Austin comes in, 1 for 2 with a homer. Led off the game with that big solo shot. Strike 2, K-Man activated for check. Gets him. Strike 3. So we head to the top of the 5th. Grazers still lead at 3-0 as the 4, 5, and 6 hitters come up for the Rampage.
Number 15.
That's
Big looping curveball there for a strike. The 1-2 to Pruitt. That is hit very well to deep center field. That is gone. Pruitt goes yard work. 433 feet. His first homer of the year and first RBI. And the Rampage are on the board.
Number 29.
Chang steps in, first baseman for the Rampage. Rips that one foul toward the Grazers dugout.
Nope, inside.
Strike 2 now to Chang. The 1-2 pitch
That's low.
in the dirt, 2-2.
Ball high.
Full count now to Chang,
Ball 4, take your
and he's walked. So Dixon walks Chang, maybe a little rattled
Right fielder.
after giving up that tank to Pruitt as McFreddy comes in And brushes him off the plate. Good speed on first base for the Rampage. 2 balls, no strikes, no outs. Fouled off. Again, fouled away. And strike 3, called out on the outside part of the plate. Looked a little low and outside for my liking. But that's the first out as Cash Parsons comes up to the plate.
That's down.
Ball 1. Strike 1 in the outside part of the plate. Strike 2. Good breaking ball there from Dixon. Hanging curveball. Gets under it.
You're out.
That's out number 2.
Now batters the third baseman.
So Wayne Payne comes in.
49.
0 for 1.
Outside. Nope, that's high.
Quickly 2-0. Throw to first, safe. Payne, the backup third baseman here
Inside.
for the Rampage, getting the start today. There, strike 1. And strike 2. So full count, 2 outs, 1 runner on,
Strike 3 out.
and strikes out. So Payne strikes out, leaves 1 stranded, but the Rampage do get 1 run on the solo shot by Pruitt as Berg comes in 0 for 2 today for the Grazers.
57.
Ripped down the right field line and foul.
Ball. High. Inside. Nope, that's high.
3-1 now to Berg,
Take your base.
and he's walked, even though that looked like a good pitch right down the middle of the plate, maybe a tad low. So Esperanza comes in, 1 for 2 today, and we're going to have a pitching change as Gabriel Frazier comes in replacement
Outside.
of Jet Check. Strike 1, 95 on the gun there from Frazier. That's a high pop-up. I think that's going to get in the stands, and it does. Foul ball. Esperanza whiffer is activated, but he hits one into the gap in right center. It's extra bases. McFreddy throws it in. The runner's coming home. And that is a triple, RBI triple. And the Grazers lead it now 4-1. Amos Yellow comes in.
Ball low.
That is ripped into center field. And that is just a very loud single as Parsons played that well off the wall. Nonetheless, the run does score, so 5-1 now. Grazers over the Rampage. Dallas Hatter steps in. Like to get his first hit of the season. Swings through that 89-mile-per-hour fastball
Strike.
and strikes out. Chirper, 1 for 2 today. Fan favorite, Chirper. 1 on, 1 out for Earp. 0-2 count now.
Strike.
And strike 3. Class Sparks, 1 for 2 with a single and a ribby. They're pulling Frazier and going for Simon, who's feeling locked in, so it might be a good move here. That's ripped. Should be an easy out for Webb, and it is. So the Rampage, or the Grazers, I apologize, get 2 as the Rampage come up the bat in the top of the 6th. 5-1 Grazers. Micah Gilmore steps in, fouls 1 away.
That's outside.
It's a ball outside. 1-1 now to Gilmore. 2-1.
Nope, that's low.
And ball 3. 3-1 now to Gilmore. That's a high fly ball. He just missed that one.
It's out.
And put away there by Esperanza.
Now batting, the catcher.
It's
number
a very
38.
high out. Kason Prowse comes in. Contact versus left-handed pitching
Inside.
is activated.
Nope, inside.
Quickly, 2 balls, no strikes. Strike 1. Lots of Grazers fans right behind home plate. Paid dearly for those tickets. And strike out. Sit down.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Kellen Webb
Number
comes
2.
up now. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th.
Nope, that's high. Nope, outside.
That's a shot into very deep center field. And gone into the garden. .406 feet. Kellen Webb's second homer of the year. Just snuck over the fence.
Now batting, the shortstop.
And Lucian Sparks comes in. So 5-2 now.
Number
Grazers still lead it. And they go with the bullpen here.
High.
Petrie Dorsey comes in.
Ball.
We've
high.
already seen him a couple of times out of the pen for the Grazers. And that one is high and far and very gone into the upper deck. Dorsey comes in, gives up an absolute bomb, 407 feet. Sparks' first homer of the year and first
Now
ribby.
batting, the designated hitter.
And here comes Pruitt, who also has a home run today. 5-3 Grazers. He loops one into right field. That is dropping.
Now
So
batting,
lots of
the
2-out
first
hits here for the
baseman,
Rampage.
number
As
21.
Chang comes in, he's 0 for today. Strike one. That's hit very well into left field. Off the wall. He's there with a double. The runners think about going.
Now
So
batting, the right
2
fielder.
outs.
Now
Runners
batting,
on
number
second and
43.
third. And Kion Baker comes in as a pinch hitter.
That's down.
Baker's the everyday everyday player. He's given the day off, but they're calling him to come in. That's ripped down the line, but foul.
Ball 4, take your base.
And Baker walks.
Now batting, the center
Cash
fielder,
Parsons comes in,
number
0 for
3.
2. Contact versus righties is activated. That is hit very well. Very high, very far. Grand salami. Grand slam. 388-foot grand slam for Cash Parsons. His second homer and 6th ribby of the season. The Rampage take the lead.
Baseman, number 49.
7-5 here in the top of the 6th.
Ball. High.
Petrie Dorsey looking rattled.
That's
And
foul.
who wouldn't be after coming in and just giving up lots of hits and homers. Oh, that's the 3rd out there. Line out to Justice Berg at 3rd. 6th spot in the 6th by the Rampage.
Now batting, the right. Now in the
Torres
field,
steps in,
number 16.
and Cortez is going to be in. Defensive replacement, and Peck also in now at first base. So a couple defensive replacements. Rampage looking to solidify their defense. Quickly, 2 strikes on Torres. Gilmore to Peck for out number 1.
Now batting,
Stevenson,
designated
1 for 2 today with a single. Simon's looking locked in out of the bullpen. It's a high pop-up right in front of home plate.
He's out.
And Prouse takes it himself for out number 2.
batting, the
Tony Austin comes in, 1 for 3, does have a homer today.
14.
That's low. Foul ball.
That's a foul. Grounder to Payne at 3rd to Peck for out number 3. So we move to the top of the 7th. Rampage lead at 7-5.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Gilmore
number
leads it off, 0
14.
for 2 today.
Yeah.
They're sticking with Dorsey out of the pen. That one's ripped and sneaks over the fence for a home run. Micah Gilmore, 378 foot, just snuck over the fence, his second homer of the year.
Now batting, catcher, number 13.
8-5 now. Rampage as Kason Prouse, the leadoff hitter,
No.
steps in. Dorsey again looking rattled.
Outside.
Surprised that they're sticking with him this long.
That's down.
The Grazers did have a couple of long games, I know, recently, so their bullpen
You're out.
has been used mightily. As that is the first out of the inning. Kellen Webb steps in. Now we have a pitching change. Houndstooth coming in relief of Dorsey. That's a base hit into center field at the wall. So 1 on, 1 out for Sparks, who does have a homer and an RBI today.
Ball high.
Takes the ball high and inside.
Nuts outside.
And outside. Houndstooth is locked in. Had pretty successful appearances out of the bullpen this year so far for the Grazers.
Foul.
That one's popped away. Runner goes. And that's popped up to the second baseman. Hatter puts it away for out number 2. And Pruitt comes in. 2 for 3. Home run, single. RBI today. Runner goes. And he's easily thrown out. So we move to the bottom of the 7th. Rampage 8-5 over the Grazers. This is the Grazers' last chance. Justice Berg steps in. 0 for 2 today. Grounder through the left side. And just like that, Grazers have a base runner. Esperanza comes in. He has a triple and a single. And we're going to see a pitching change here. Graham comes in, the closer for the Rampage. That one's right at Parsons for out number 1. Yellow, 1 for 2 today. It's grounded past the diving Gilmore at second base. They thought about third. Probably a good idea. Parsons does have a good arm. Hatter, RBI man, is activated
Ball high.
with 1 out, 2 runners on. Grounded, tapped right in front of home plate. Prouse goes to Peck for the sure out, number 2. And just like that, the Grazers are down to their final out. Ooh, Yellow is injured, an Achilles injury for the Grazers' first baseman. Chirp Earp comes in. 1 and 2 now, and strikeout. Earp breaks his bat in frustration. The Rampage win in a comeback victory over the Grazers. Grazers are the power hitting team and a force to be reckoned with so far this season in Cheese League baseball. And the Rampage were able to stifle them. 8-8-0 for the Grazers, 5-10-0. Or 8-8-0, I apologize, for the Rampage, 5-10-0 for the Grazers. And here we have the totals. Big hits on the Rampage side. Webb, Sparks, Pruitt, all home runs, and Parsons, and Gilmore. So lots of homers on the Rampage side. We have Simon gets the win, Dorsey gets the loss, and Graham gets the save. Top 3 players. Parsons, 1 for 3, a homer, 4 ribbies, and a run scored. Esperanza from the Grazers gets the nod, 2 for 4, a triple, an RBI, 2 runs, and 2 stolen bases. And Webb for the Grazers, 2 for 3 with a homer, a ribby, and a run scored. And that's how it works out, folks, here on Cheese League Baseball. Thanks so much for watching. Rampage win.